Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. How are you? Welcome to this Discover Arbonne, which I am so excited to host. My name is Leona. I'm an Executive National Vice President and Independent Consultant with Arbonne. I'm from Scotland, but I live in Australia. So if most people probably here on from the UK. So it's morning here and clearly it's evening with you. So how this evening's morning is going to work is I'm just going to share a little bit about my story and how I got to hear of Arbonne, why I decided to start my own Arbonne business. And then I'm just going to share you a little bit about the company, about the products, and obviously about the incredible business. So let's get started. So I always think that I love sharing my story because I always say to people that I am the last person on this earth that ever thought that they would have a online health and wellness business. And that's why I don't know how, guests that are on here, someone's invited you and you probably have all these little voices going on in your head. And you're probably thinking, oh, maybe not be for me either. And that's why I just really want you to listen and take some notes if you need to. And then after this call is finished, go back to the person that invited you on and ask any of the questions that you have, because we want you to have everything answered before you make that informed choice. So my career is 20 years in banking, a job that I actually really loved and had lots of fun times in it when I was younger. But then obviously I decided to have children. And that's where I got a little bit tricky because I just went through life having mum guilt. And the reason for that was that I was working over 50 hours a week. My husband was also in banking, so I say that we were a fun couple to be around. And, we both traveled with our jobs from the UK because we had big teams. So we were away from home from the kids probably 1 or 2 nights per week. Our children, obviously had school, they had all the things that the children need. We missed out on so many key moments of their lives because we were away. And that's really tough as a parent, But I just thought that's the way it was. And everyone looked at us and thought we were really successful. We had the nice car, the nice house, we went away on nice holidays. But let me tell you, that is so not the definition of success. Actually, the definition of success is being able to do what you want when you want. And I just didn't realize that. I thought, as I was taught, go to school, get good grades, go to university, get a good job. That was seen as what everyone needed to do. So I just thought that's what I had to do. And funnily enough, we decided, we used to go away to Portugal every year on holiday. And I said to my husband one year, why don't look and see if I can start my own business. And this might give me more flexibility to be able to be there for the kids more. And we came home and looked, but everything was too high risk. Being bankers, having to borrow a lot of money and probably work longer hours and no guarantee it was going to work. That just didn't work for us. And that's why I'm also a huge believer in the universe of what you put out there comes back to you. Because I get a phone call from my dear friend Caroline one day saying that she had started what she called a skincare company. And she said, look, I know that you would love to be at home with the children. And that's why I thought of you. Would you come and meet me for a coffee? And my initial reaction in my head was absolutely no way. But I loved Caroline so much that clearly I would go and meet her for a coffee. So I did. And I remember driving there thinking, I'm not going to do this business, but I will clearly buy some of her skincare because I'm a good friend. So I drove to meet her. We met for the coffee. And do you know when you hear this thing, it's called gut feeling? Well, I started to get that gut feeling. I started to get that butterflies in my stomach. When she started to explain the fact that this was an online business, I didn't have to hold lots of stock. I could work it alongside my bank job. So I didn't have to give up my job. I could still have the security of my income, but I could work this business alongside. So therefore, that once my plan would be then once I grew it big enough that hopefully it could replace my bank income and then I could become that stay-at-home mum while still continue to work my business. So I totally got that. I was terrified because I had no idea about skincare. I was absolutely hated sales with an absolute passion. But I thought I knew I'd done research about starting my own business and it was just not possible going down that traditional route. So I thought there's a sign in this. I need to think about it. So I went home, I talked to my husband, we did some research. Some was good, some was not so bad, but it's not so good. But you know what? We could see through the not so good stuff. You have to work at anything if you want great results. And we could read through a lot of people that hadn't been successful, just thought they could come into this and they're going to be a quick rich scheme. And that's just not real life, is it? So I was just like, you know what? I think I can do this. My only concern is I was working 50 plus hours in the bank. And also I was 3 months pregnant with our third child. So that I was like, how on earth can I fit this in? But I knew that if I wanted my life to change, I had to do something different. So I jumped in. And one of the things that I think I was successful quite quickly, and the reason that I believe I was because I thought in my head that, you know, I'm a mum feeling guilty working and I would love to be home with my children. How many other mums feel the same? Now, bear in mind, I started my business 16 years ago. So in Edinburgh, in Scotland. And we didn't have social media then. So very much it was a kind of a traditional way of thinking, and it was kind of my network. So all I did was just start to, you know, getting in touch with other mums and sharing with them what I was doing and just say, you may feel like me. If you'd like more information, please let me know. And that's kind of how I absolutely worked my business. I loved the products. So that in itself, and that was really important to me, because if I hadn't liked the products, I probably wouldn't have started the business, because, you know, I wanted to be really authentic and speak with passion. So I'd set my date of when I wanted to leave the bank, and I worked my business like a business in that kind of times that I could. One of the interesting things I say is that, you know, I was working, I think I was paid for 35 hours perhaps. And I never took a lunch break, and I worked late at night. And when I look back on it now, I don't know why I did that, but I did. So I stopped taking, I started taking a lunch break actually and working my business then and there. Once I got the children to bed, I started working my business again, and at the weekends, obviously. And then I'd set a date, as I say, when I wanted to leave the bank, which I achieved. And then I achieved my dream of being able to stay at home with the children. And I'm just so grateful for that, because I have had the last 16 years with my kids there for every single special moment, that sickness, the school holidays. Now, you may not have children and your circumstances may be totally different, but I'm sure there's things in life that you regret missing out on because you have to be at work. Or you might like to go away on more holidays. Or there's just been so many things that I guess you might think, actually, yeah, life, there has to be more to life. So once I left the bank, strangely enough, my husband got a job and got a phone call asking see if he would like to come and work for an Australian bank. So in 2010, we moved out to Australia. And that's another reason I'm so grateful for this business, because I was to be able to come out here, settle in the kids, he could focus on his job, and then I started building my business out here. So I now have a business in all 6 countries that we are in. And I can honestly tell you that this business has changed my life, changed my family's life. I have met the most incredible people. I feel so supportive. It's just so much more than I thought it was. And even the information I'm going to give you from this session is not going, you know, you'll have so many probably questions afterwards. And that's okay. That's why I say to you, write down, you know, some notes, write down some questions that you have, because we want to answer them all for you. And then, you know, I'm now at the top of the company. I'm now an executive national vice president. And one of the most amazing things, my oldest daughter was 11 years old when I started this business. And when she was 21, she says, Mum, I want to come and do this because of now amazing social media. And she loves social media. In fact, I used to shout at her lying in her bed because she spent far too much time on social media. And it's paid off because she is also now a national vice president. So one of the amazing things is I get to do this business with my daughter. We travel the world together. We sit and have meetings together in coffee bars or in a cocktail, or and it's incredible. You know, I can never, ever have seen that coming. But boy, your kids are watching you. And I also think it's a real testament to Arbonne and to this business that she saw how much I enjoyed it. And therefore, she wanted to come on board as well. So that is my story. Now what I want to do is just share with you now I'm just going to, let me just find this. I'm going to share with you a little presentation, I'm hoping. You see, anyone can do this, I believe. And now I can't see how to get this presentation up. Just little hiccups. That's really bizarre, because this always works. Who is on here? Lorraine, you're on here.
Yes.
Where am I? Oh, here, I've got it. I've got it.
Okay.
Oh, do you know the little panics that you have in life and go, oh dear. There we go. Amazing. I'm going to share a slideshow. There we go. Panic over. I tell you, I always say that. If I can do this business, anyone can do this business. Okay. What is Arbonne? Arbonne is the most incredible company. We have actually been around for 44 years, which is, and now we've got, for 44 years. I'm just going to change that because I think that's going to keep moving for me. Maybe it's going to stay. Okay, so we've been around for 40 years. We were founded by the most incredible gentleman called Peter Mork, who wanted ordinary people to have an extraordinary life and create extraordinary things. So he started this business in Switzerland, and he wanted to not make this a traditional business. He wanted to be a business where at that time he focused on women, but now it's amazing because we have men and women in this business. And he wanted to deliver some clean and delivered products. Now, that is incredible. I think 44 years ago that people were thinking about delivering or creating clean products that actually worked. Because way back in that time, our products were all full of horrible chemicals, and I guess to a degree, a lot of them still are today. And also the incredible thing was he wanted to make sure that people could try these products, and if they didn't like them, they would have the opportunity to actually return them. And that's why to this day, we still have a money back guarantee of 90 days. So if you buy any products from us, or if you decide to join this business and your customers buy any products from us, they can return them within 90 days. Open, half used, we will still give them a money back guarantee, which is incredible. We literally have something for everyone. You know, we have an amazing nutrition range. We have an amazing skincare range, some baby products. We have some makeup, body products, you name it, we have it. And you can be absolutely assured that all these products are so good for you. We ban over 1,000 ingredients. We actually test for heavy metals. We go way over and beyond, but we also have third-party validation, so to make sure that these products actually do what they say they're going to do. And I'm sure we've all done this. We've seen some great advertising out there that told us that this product's going to do X, Y, Z. We go and buy it, and it doesn't. And it's so disappointing. We can't return it. But with Arbonne, to be honest, hardly anyone ever returns it because they do see the results. And that's when I was talking to you about when you start a business, you want to make sure that you do believe in what it is that you are recommending. And without doubt with Arbonne, if you haven't tried the products, then I really, even if you decide not to do the business, without doubt, I recommend that you try the products because they are absolutely incredible. So how does it work? Because it's very, very different from traditional business. Okay, so if you think about at the moment, you may go into a department store and you might look at a pot of skincare, and whatever the price tag is in it, you're probably in your head thinking, oh, wow, I'm paying this, so I'm getting this in terms of quality ingredients. And that's not how it works. So in traditional business, there's just so many different parts before the product actually gets on that shelf to us, the consumer. So there's the manufacturers, the wholesaler, there's the warehouse, there's the advertising, which is huge. I mean, if you think of the people that are the face of someone and they are getting paid millions of dollars, that all goes into that price of the product. And then there's the retailer who has to make some money off the actual product before it gets to us. So when you look at that moisturizer, all that cost has gone into the price of that moisturizer. So really, the ingredients are a tiny amount of it. The rest of it is all that overhead costs. So for the consumer, we are not getting the best deal. With Arbonne, with network marketing, it's totally different. So Arbonne create these unbelievable products for us. We are ambassadors. We are consultants with the company. We share the products with our networks. Can be people that we know. It can be people we don't know, whether it's on social media. And these people go, okay, I want to buy this. Our friends want to support us. Our family want to support us. We want to buy it. Arbonne ship it directly from them to that customer, to their door. And from that, we earn a commission. So we get paid for recommending that product. And so much then of that money also goes back into making sure that we are at the forefront of innovation. We're ahead of the curve in terms of what we are providing. And making sure, as I say, the ingredients are absolutely the best. You know, plant-based, vegan, the test is incredible, both for safety and results. And that's what we are so proud of. So it's a win-win for everyone, because we can start a business for such low cost. And then the consumer is also getting an absolute premium product at a fraction of the price that they would be paying if they went to go and buy it from a department store. So I just absolutely love this business model. I think it's genius. And, you know, it's something that people just really, I mean, I'd never heard of this business model before I started Arbonne. But for me, it's just yeah, such a no-brainer. So how does it actually work? So as I say, we start our business, or actually we may just start as a client, and we shop. So say we've started like myself, I buy my day-to-day products. So my nutrition, my skincare for my children, I buy it all on shop online from my own shop, from my own business. Okay. Then I go and share it with my network. I share it with people that I know, people that I care about. I share it with people on social media, which is not a key part of my business, but I still do that because I see that's like my shop front, but you absolutely don't have to do that. And then as I share it, people want to buy it. And as I say, then I earn money from the people, you know, a commission, just like, you know, a business, just like a shop owner. They start their business, they're selling some type of product, and they earn, you know, that markup. You know, they might buy that product for $10 from or £10 from the wholesaler, and they might sell it for £20, and then they get the additional £10. And that's just exactly the same as how this works. We just don't have the overhead costs of a traditional business. So we don't have to pay for premises, pay staff costs, pay rent, you know, all the insurance costs that go with it, because we are working our businesses from home or on holiday from our laptop or from our phones. So, you know, that we don't have the cost that a traditional business actually has. So again, absolute genius. Now, I know it's a lot of people initially goes, oh my gosh, I don't know that many people. How on earth could I start my own business and promote products like this? You don't need to. In fact, I remember being told you really only need to know about four people. You go out and talk to 4 people about this business who might also be in a situation where they don't feel good where they are. You know, they want to earn more money. They don't like their jobs. They want to travel more. They want to be at home with their kids. There can be so many reasons. You go out and talk to that person and they go, actually, I want to come and join you. And you do that, say, to 4 people who want to come and join you in this business. And before you know it, then they're telling their networks, they're telling the people that they know. And that's how this business grows. You know, it's not just about the people that you know, it's about the people that you know that know people. And it's incredible how this business can just grow through just referrals or recommendations, because as I say, the products are so incredible, so they speak for themselves. but also a lot of people are just in situations where they don't like what they're doing and they want to try something different. Now, in saying that, some people go, you know what, I've tried the products, I love them, but the business isn't for me. And that is so fine because the business isn't just for everyone. But I just want to talk to you about different ways that you can enjoy Arbonne. So the first way is as a client. And so this is where people can just go to our website, they can order products, but they pay full price at these products. And that's fine. Some people just want to try one thing, and that's great. You could become a preferred client. And this is where you get discount on the products, a minimum of 20% discount. You still got that money back guarantee. You get free products with a certain order size, and you also get free shipping. So that's ideal for people that just want to really enjoy the products. We also have a place where, as a preferred client, you can become a replenish me. And this is where you get all the benefits of being a preferred client. It gets, again, shipped directly to your door. But if you have the same order coming, so you may say use some nutrition, protein, and every single month. And you just go, actually, rather than me having to go on and order it, just get them Arbonne to send it to me automatically. And every fourth order, you get a £40 discount. And obviously, if you're not from the UK, then you can work that out, just convert it into your currency. Or you can come and do what I do, and many other independent consultants do, is come and start your own business. For such a small amount, you can start your own business. No risk. And I say that so confidently because if you started your business and then you decided, you know, this is not for me, then you've still got some incredible products that you want to use. And we don't say to you have to order a lot of products, but you get to order what you want to order at the beginning and use them. You will fall in love with them, and then you will recommend them to your networks as well. But there are just so many amazing things to this business. You know, you get incentive trips once a year. In fact, on the 1st of December, Arbonne launch a trip somewhere in the world that we can earn. And it doesn't matter what level you're at in this business. It's purely about, you go out there and you promote it, and it's based on your sales, your own individual sales. There is 4 management levels in Arbonne. There, you start as a consultant, you can become you move up to district manager. This is all based on obviously the turnover that's going through your business. An area manager, a regional vice president, and a national vice president. So that's the 4 levels. A couple of really amazing things is, as an area manager, you can will your business. Now, gosh, God forbid nothing's going to happen to you, but if something did, then you get to leave that legacy to your family, or it may be to a close friend. Which I think is really, really special. Normally we go to work, if we have to leave our jobs or anything happens to us and we leave our jobs, our family don't get to benefit from this ongoing income. And then once you become a once you become a regional vice president, Arbonne give you a cash bonus that you can use towards a white Mercedes, or actually you can use it towards anything, but we tend to focus on it being a white Mercedes, but you don't have to. And also when you're a national vice president, they take you and a +1 to Maui and Hawaii every single year, all paid for. So you can see this is not just a normal business. There is so much more to it than that, which we just love. So what is the earning potential? So when I spoke before about the different levels, so whether you're a client, a preferred client, or a consultant, that is kind of decides how you're actually paid. So you can earn up to 35% commission on your product sales. So whether that's through a client who pays full price, you get 35% commission, or someone that wants to be a preferred client, and you would get 20% commission. And then where I was talking about you and growing your team and other people that you know coming and joining your business as a consultant, then monthly you get commissions on what they're putting through their business as well, because you're going to be helping them, you're going to be supporting them around with the other amazing community that we have in Arbonne. So we always say you get paid 5 times a year, weekly on product sales, and then obviously monthly on your overall team sales. And then, as I talked about, you've got your cash awards at every level. So you, as a district manager, actually as a consultant as well, a district manager, area manager, regional vice president, national vice president, we all can earn a monthly cash bonus. Now, when you work in a traditional job, you might be fortunate enough to get an annual bonus, but rarely would you get a monthly bonus. So on top of what you're earning every month, you can exceed, we don't have targets as such, but Arbonne go, well, actually, if you achieve this, we want to give you some extra money. And you can earn that every single month. It's incredible. It's the most incredible company. Now, this is what gets me excited. So excited. So Arbonne is only in 6 countries. We're in the UK, the UK, US, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, and Poland. Now look at that map. That is the size of this opportunity. This is why I believe Arbonne, even being 44 years old, is still a ground floor opportunity, because we still have all this opportunity in the world that we will be launching into in the future. So you may look at, say I take Germany, for example. You may not know someone in Germany, but you may know someone that knows someone in Germany. And even through social media now, that gives us access to all these countries. But it means that you can start building a business in any of the countries that Arbonne go into. And it's the same now, you might be in the UK and you may know someone in Australia and you could speak to them about this business and they start their business and there you go, you've got an international business. This opportunity is huge. The world has changed so much in terms of technology that we have access to everyone. So this is without doubt, I feel, is the huge opportunity in this business. Let me tell you, there's still so much opportunity in what we have, but lots more to come. So that is a little bit about Arbonne. What I now kind of want to talk to you about, because I think one of the biggest concerns, I know how much this business has changed my family's life, but people definitely have concerns about why they think, and we all have these little voices in our heads, but why we think we couldn't do this business. So it could be things like, I don't have enough time. Well, guess what? That's why you need to do this business. As I say, you're on this planet for such a short time. We should have our own time, the flexibility. And initially, yes, I didn't have the time that I didn't have as much time. I was working 50 plus hours and then I started the business. But now I have an abundance of time. And that's, one of the reasons you should start this business, because you don't want to be going through the rest of your life being time poor, because we can never get time back. You don't like selling. I hated selling. But what I was willing to do was recommend products that I absolutely loved, that I knew could help people, and I was genuine about it. And then it doesn't feel like selling. I also knew that I wanted to be at home with my kids, so I wanted to help other people do the same. And as I say, for you, it might be a total different reason. But I don't see it as selling. I just totally see it as helping people. It could be that you don't know enough people. I've just explained to you that you don't. If you know 4 people, you know enough people. And then it may be that you don't have enough money to start. Again, that's another reason why I absolutely say to you, you should start the business, because there's no cap on the income in Arbonne. You can earn as much as you want. No one's going to hold you back. If you look at a traditional business, I was in banking, and if you look at the kind of triangle, you've got the CEO at the top, all the senior managers. It went down the pecking order. I could not be promoted in my bank job unless someone else was promoted. And even then, I was still capped. I wasn't earning the big money. It was the CEO and the big executives that were earning the big money. In Arbonne, it's totally different. We all start at the bottom and we can go right to the top as quick as we want, and no one's going to hold us back. If the person who spoke to you about this business comes, and you decide to join, you can actually go way ahead of them. You can earn more money than them. And I just love that. I think that's just such a fair business model. Now, obviously, you can go to earnings.arbonne.com if you want to see what typical earnings are, because obviously there's no guarantees. It's like I said, you have to work at this business. It is a business. And I would just finish off with saying to you, if money was no object, what would you love to be doing if money and time were no object? I'd love you to take a blank piece of paper and write down what your ideal life would look like. Once you've done that, then say to yourself, if I keep doing what I am doing, am I going to achieve what is on that list? And if the answer is no, then I would really say to you, seriously consider this business. You never know. Instead of thinking, what if it doesn't work? Think, what if it does work? So go back to the person who invited you on this call, ask as many questions as you want. And I really hope you decide to join us in this incredible, incredible business. Thank you so much. Take care and good night.